This is Minister Paul, a watchman on the wall in Northern California on 10/14/19. I got major breaking news coming out of the Middle East, Turkey area. So now the title of this video is going to be Trump and the Tactical Nukes. What is Trump up to? So on Saturday or Sunday, I explained how Trump has pulled all troops out of the Syria area, inviting Turkey to just come right in and start destroying the Kurds, and that this could lead to an ISIS revolution, ISIS revival, ISIS back in power doing terror attacks and stuff. So there's breaking news now that because they left the area so fast, the USA and the troops, that ignoring all the advice of all the generals. Remember when he was running an election, they said, what would you do with your foreign plan? And he said, I'd hire a bunch of generals and let them take care of that for me. But now they've all resigned or been fired. You have to wonder what's he up to. So I've been praying on this before I just come on here and make any kind of announcement. But it's one of two things. So knowing that he just pulled out the troops out of this hotbed area, he basically has handed the area over to ISIS, Russia, Syria, and Turkey. And you have to ask yourself why. So when you come down here, in doing this abandonment of this Middle East stronghold area, they have now left 50 tactical nukes in the area that Turkey is now holding hostage. Did you hear what I said? I mean, there's 50 tactical nukes in the area that Trump pulled out of that Turkey now holds hostage. And so there's another way to look at this and say, we know Trump isn't taking advice from the swamp, right? So let me ask you, what if he's getting advice from a supernatural biblical perspective, and that this is a trap. This is some type of trap, and this is going to be a major world war, the sudden destruction that brings out peace. What if this is that? Right here it says, but this much is already clear. Mr. Trump ignored months of warnings from his advisors about what calamities would ensue if he followed his instincts to pull back from Syria and abandon America's longtime allies, the Kurds. So now, because the Kurds have turned and told the USA to go get lost, then you've betrayed us, and we're going to get our help from Turkey and Syria and Russia. It says Trump has no plan B other than to leave. The only surprise is how swiftly it all collapsed around the president and his depleted, inexperienced foreign policy team. But what if he's not getting advice from man? I'm trying to drill down here on these nukes. Over the weekend, state and emergency department officials were quietly reviewing plans for evacuating roughly 50 tactical nuclear weapons that the United States has long stored there. My goodness, something just hit me hard. Hold on. This is huge. The Holy Spirit is speaking. Listen, that we're under American control at Incirlik Air Base, Turkey, in Air Base in Turkey. I made a video on this, a prophetic warning. Oh man, I got the Holy Spirit all over me. About 250 miles from the Syrian border, according to two American officials. I have the Holy Spirit all over me. This is going to be a major thing. Those weapons, one official said, were now essentially Erdogan, that's the president of Turkey, hostages. Let's go to the tapes, man. I'm not playing. I know some people. I ain't even gonna say it. I know who's awake and who isn't, who's for me and who's against me, and I'll just leave it at that. This might take a second to maneuver because of all the. And then you got to go to the classic and tell it no to the survey. This is what you got to do. Wait for it to load. Now, Turkey. I'll get the name of that base. Nukes. Let me try just Turkey nukes and see if I can find it because it's been a long time. Anyway, it's not searching in the right area. I'm trying to get it out here as fast as I can. I apologize. I was searching in Google. Look, we hit 12 million views, Saints. That came fast. 12 million views. Turkey and nukes. I talked about this, and it was a warning. Let me find it. And if so, oh my goodness, 2015. Watchman warning, kings of the north and south, the 9th of Av, July 21st, 2015. I was talking about how they moved these nukes to Turkey, and no one really knew about it. Sounding this alarm in obedience and update the last video I made with the confirmations, some scriptures. Strait of Gibraltar, Israel, Iran, Greece. Jade Helm is not a drill. Jesuit, Obama. So when is the 9th of Av? Is it already passed? It did, huh? I hear my wife coming in the driveway. I'm trying to finish. I made her dinner. The 9th of Av, 2019. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find this. It's August 11th. It passed. I'm going to find this this video about Turkey and how they moved the nukes there to Turkey. USA. Watch this. I made a prophetic warning on this. I'll find it. And then I'll end the video. But it was about this topic right here. Does the U.S. have nukes in Turkey? But let me end this video. I'll do another update tomorrow. Please look for it to be more detailed. Hi, my honey. What do you got? Ooh. I'm finishing a video right here. Hold on. You're not going to believe this. Let me tell you this before I hit stop on this video. When Trump pulled out the troops from the Syrian area on the northern border, and the Kurds have now turned to Russia and Turkey for help, he left 50 tactical nukes. He left 50 tactical nukes there that Turkey is now taking hostage. Does that look good? Okay, we're getting ready to eat. I had a prophetic warning about, because these nukes were moved to Turkey, and I made a video warning them about moving them to Turkey. And while I'm making this video, the Holy Spirit just reminds me, this is going to be a huge thing. I mean, it's a quagmire now there. We have the only way to do would be an air attack because of all the countries involved and stuff. Or by sea, we'll see. God bless you all. I will be doing a follow-up on this. Please, yes, please remind me.